big move, guys. Ukrainians were able to retake crucial positions in Verbove in the south, making Russians do, as they always call it, victoriously retreat. And Putin, looks like, is about to make a very big statement. But more about all of this in just a couple of minutes. What's up, investors? It's the Russian dude. And let's get straight to the point and talk about some ridiculous Russian propaganda. Who? So, New Year already was celebrated, it passed, even in Russia. And so some of the Russian streets, they were installing these digital roofs. And guess what? These roofs were broadcasting the celebration, the address to the nation of President Putin to the people of Russia. And in my personal opinion, the only way to see this speech from Putin is if you are something like this. And guys, I'm not telling you that this gives me some 1984 vibes with the big brother who's always... Well, come on. It does give me the 1984 vibes, not gonna lie to you. But okay, so jokes aside, now let's quickly talk about the situation in the east, where there was another big failure of Russians in Avdiivka. Then we're gonna switch our attention to the south, where Ukrainians were able to take crucial positions back next to Verbove, and we'll finalize everything with the statement that Putin is allegedly preparing. But first of all, right here is the video from one of the members of our community, Mr. Septic Lama, who is right now in Ukraine volunteering to help the civilians. And basically what is happening right now, he recorded a video from one of the shelters, I'm assuming in Kiev, where all these people are sitting alive. And I mean, what could be so interesting about this video, right? In reality, the reason why all these people are alive, it is because Patriot air defense system was able to intercept one of hypersonic missiles called Kinjal, which was directly flying towards their house. So, guys, I hope you now can see the importance of air defense systems such as Patriot for Ukrainian protection. And unfortunately, another residential building in Kharkov was less fortunate. As you can see from this picture, it has been severely damaged and practically destroyed. So now you can once again see the importance and the difference that good air defense system can make. And besides that, another extremely important thing that volunteers are doing are donating money to Ukraine, along with people around the world, including obviously Ukrainians themselves. And one of the major contributions, they go towards FPV drones, which Ukrainian army is using heavily and very skillfully, and they destroy the position of Russians. Or sometimes they just use the drones as a reconnaissance. And according to the representatives of the Ukrainian army, and you guys probably already know this, the cost of each of these drones is approximately $1,000, which make 3-4 of them to be the equal of the cost of just one artillery shell. So as you can see, it is extremely financially efficient way to do war in the 21st century. And some Ukrainian military units, they report that they can use up to 35 of these drones every single day. So as you can see, they need a lot of them. And unfortunately, one of the biggest problems is the electronic warfare systems of Russians, which do not even need to intercept them, they just block the signal, and these drones unfortunately become useless. Speaking more about the situation from the east, according to the Ukrainian general Alexander Syrsky, right now they see an increase in Russian attempts to advance in Chasiv Yar direction, as you can see represented here by the number of these red arrows. But as of right now, Ukrainians are able to repel the majority of these attacks. And most importantly, there was yet another offensive attempt of Russians in Avdiivka, which, as majority of previous ones, ended in complete failure. We even have this video from the drone, which basically shows 4 Russian military vehicles, most likely infantry fighting vehicles and armored personnel carriers, that are trying to approach the position of Russians and then remove pretty much and then dispatch the infantry which will be attacking by foot. The first military vehicle is getting destroyed. The second military vehicle gets destroyed exactly in the same place. Guess what? the third military vehicle keeps going and gets destroyed as well. Well, apparently the driver of the fourth military vehicle of Russians was a little bit more smart, so he turns around and tries to run away. But for not so long. Eventually, the fourth military vehicle of Russians has been destroyed as well. And yeah, all of this happened in approximately 1 to 2 minutes. So, long story short, this was a complete disastrous and complete failed offensive by Russians in Avdiivka direction. And to be honest, I highly encourage every single one of you guys to see this video for yourself, to see what I mean, because unfortunately I will have to censor it right here on YouTube. But as always, the fully uncensored version of this video and my entire episode you will always be able to find my Patreon. The link is down below. There is 1 week of free access for every single one of you to try it if you like it or not. And ultimately, in the last 24 hours, Ukrainians reportedly were able to destroy 2 areas of concentration of Russian personnel and military equipment, 3 air defense systems, 2 control points, 1 artillery system and 1 radio system. Right, and now as promised, let me give you a similar, even quicker update from the south, where Russians, as always, as they say, were forced to victoriously retreat. And then we're gonna talk about the statement of the Putin, the potential one. But first of all, guys, if you do appreciate this style of daily news updating, and if you do want to help my channel a lot, can you please simply like this video and subscribe to my channel? Believe it or not, this is a tremendous help, so thank you so much. You can also follow me on Instagram, the link is down below. And so yes, first of all, we make a quick stop in Sevastopol, located on the Crimean Peninsula, where the local residents, as you can see from this picture, were able to hear some very loud and unexplainable noises. Then we got closer to the southern front lines, where we have a video of a very big fireball, which destroyed the Russian self-propelled artillery system called Avdiivka. But the most important event in the last 24 hours is that, according to the General Staff of Ukraine, Ukrainians were able to recapture some very crucial positions in the direction of Verbove, which Russians previously took back from them. And long story short, Russians were forced to abandon them. But as always, according to the Russian media and especially propagandists, they victoriously retreated, they accomplished all their military objectives, and now they just took a little bit more advantageous defensive positions. And since the Russian propaganda already used all the possible synonyms for the retreat, victoriously retreating, abandoning positions in order to take more advantageous defensive positions, I have a task for you guys. Please let me know in the comments another synonym for retreating that the Russian propaganda can use. And so yes, to sum it all up, in the near future, looks like, according to many different media sources, Putin is about to make a so-called sensational statement, which most likely will be related to Ukraine. It might not be some kind of an ultimatum or the end of war speech, but maybe, most likely even, I would say, there will be something which will be severely affecting the war moving forward. It has even been mentioned that the Secretary of the State, Antony Blinken, had to cancel his trip to Israel in order to come back home. Same goes about the President of the US, Joe Biden, who had to prematurely cancel his so-called vacations and get back to the White House as well. But all this means not that many things, right? The most important thing that possibly confirms that this statement is about to happen, guess what? It is Dmitry Peskov, the spokesperson of the Kremlin, who said, no guys, this statement of Putin about the security of the nation, security of the world, it's a fake news. Putin does not have anything like this planned. You already know what it means. As soon as the Russian propaganda denies something, it is the best confirmation that this is actually going to happen. And then, just a couple of days ago, according to the British intelligence, the United Kingdom, along with its allies, started working for the new Plan B military strategy for Ukraine, in case Ukraine will not be able to get as much support from its allies as they used to, or in case Donald Trump becomes the president of the US, for better or worse, and in case the support from America, the biggest donor to Ukraine, will also decrease significantly. So the timings of all of these things I just mentioned and the potential statement by Putin, all of this is quite intriguing. And as always, as soon as I hear what kind of statement Putin is making, I will make a video to update you guys. So if you don't want to miss them, simply just subscribe to my channel. Only takes one small little click. Thank you so much my patrons for your support, and see you tomorrow.